his father's nightmare. I'll get that toy. I promise.
Whoa! Nothing like waiting till the last minute, Arnold, sir.
Especially on Christmas Eve.
These two are looking for a Turbo Man.
Where's your Christmas spirit? The last one just left. No. It's two fathers versus one.
By the way, that's the first appearance of Chris Pale of his movie. The voice of Jerry Smith from Rick and Morty.
Too much to make a child's Christmas magical. From the director of Mrs. Doubtfire.
You want a Turbo Man for Christmas?
Forget it, I'm not gonna sit in your lap.
Tell him, show him.
Dad was taking this morning.
And from the director of The Flintstones.
No. Of course, there's some assembly required.
You guys are nothing but a bunch of combat pretzels. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Sinbad.
I work for the post office and I'm unstable.
Tell him this man is totally insane.
Thank you.
Christmas comes but once a year. Jiggle all the way. You picked a wrong day.
Yep, that one existed. Unfortunately, I'm talking about this movie. And yes, the movie's kind of ridiculously dumb and funny all at once. And that was like from a horror movie than a comedy. And he would be too old to do a third movie. And I like how Doug Walker talks about that movie. I think it's a total stinker. Alright, let's get this over with. First of all, I loved this movie as a kid back then. It's crazy, it's funny, it's dumb, it has great actors like Curtis Armstrong as Booster, which I know him as Dan from Dan Versus. That's a great show, by the way. Look it up. Just give me a minute. I'm gonna look up the cast here. So I'm talking about them. This movie already came out almost 30 years ago. You either love it or hate about the movie. I think it was pretty good back then. I like the sequel that nobody talks about. We talk about most of the cast members, like it said. Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sinbad, Jake Lloyd, which you know him from the same actor who ruined the Star Wars franchise from Episode 1. Phil Hartman, which you know him from the Simpsons episodes that he was always on. Rita Wilson, which I might have known her from other movies. Jim Belushi, which I might have also known him in other movies as well. Let's see. And like I said, Chris Parnell as the toy store sailor man. Which I already just said that he was from Rick and Morty, voicing Jerry Smith. It's in all 8 seasons. And it is true that is his first movie he ever did. And in 1996. Google it. Alright, I'm probably not going to give too much away about this movie's existence. to celebrate the holidays of, well, Xmas. This will be a total cakewalk for me to explain. That the movie's about him and his kid, Jim Marie. Jamie. And yes, the movie's plot is just explained in the rest. Instead, he has a find one Turbo Man toy, which is impossible to find. And it's not going to be a cakewalk at all. It's kind of tough for our beloved actor Arnold playing Howard, trying to find the perfect Turbo Man toy, but everywhere he goes, it becomes chaotically insane, creating Sinbad's character, what's his name? Marlin, because I had to do everything and just to get one single toy, but always mess things up. Wow, even he talks about that. So I'm not allowed to show any cuts in the movie because nowadays it's kind of like almost copyrighted, except for this funny part here. That's always become a classic meme.
Hi, Ted?
Trouble is out little in the kitchen. She's making up a storm here.
Ted.
Says that famous line that becomes a remix forever.
Please?
I think she's in the shower, Howard. Do you want me to go check?
No! I mean, no, that's fine. On your way out, just tell her we'll be a few minutes late, but she shouldn't worry.
Oh, she won't worry. I mean, I'm here. Oh, there's cookies. I gotta get the recipe from Liz.
Put that cookie down! Now!
Never gets old. Oh yeah, fun fact. Before Phil Hartman tragically, well, you know what happened to him back then in 1998. Or 97. No, I'm right. In 1998. His final movie was actually called Small Soldiers. Was his last role and did his final voice acting to Blasto for the PlayStation 1 game. Which you might have to look up what that game is. I reviewed that game a long time ago, back then. I might do a revisit of that pretty soon. Anyways, back to the project in hand. And he just goes to every shop in the mall, all place to places. That his wife reminds him to find the Turbo Man. Because if he didn't, and it's impossible to find, it just makes like the most freakiest face of all time, which is hilarious. So, yeah. I'm not gonna talk about like every scene of the movie. I just want you to see it all for yourself. It's kind of good and bad at the same time because it has Arnold Schwarzenegger in it. You know, using good in most action movies, it's still pretty funny seeing them end up in a comedy, shenanigan kind of film. I mean, there's like this parade, a part which shows like copyrighted characters, which I will not say all of them because we'll be here all day. There's like Sinbad's character that always seems to pick on Howard, aka Arnold's character, and to get that Turbo Man. And they become friends, enemies, etc., etc. And basically, I almost forgot to mention that Turbo Man. And in the opening scene, it's kind of like a Power Rangers wannabe scene. It acts like that for a bit. And it's kind of like a mix to Iron Man. And next to other Saturday Night Live shows like that. But if you want to see like a whole entire review, look up Nostalgia Critic's review of Jingle All the Way. It's one of his best reviews out there. Already years old. You'll get a chuckle out of it. So there's like a lot of famous stars in one movie. That's like an hour 30 minutes of pure comedy. And shows like lots of special effects of him flying in this Turbo Man. And yet they couldn't have noticed it was him the whole time. But yeah, I will not give too much away that you have to watch like the whole movie for yourself. It made me laugh. It made me think how ridiculous the movie is. It's just, like what it says, it's dumb. But it's like a master of great comedy 90s movies that came out almost 30 years ago. So yeah, it has like lots of great actors in it. It just seems like pure total madness of stupidity. It's couldn't just chill out for like, well, it does chill out at most parts. It just becomes ridiculously goofy at most parts. But the game did have a post credit at the end of the movie. And I think in real life they actually did like a real Turbo Man toy based off the movie. And I refuse to talk about the sequel because when they do sequels like that, I'd rather not talk about it. I can only talk about like the first movies and that's it. I am not that kind of guy that wants to talk about most movie sequels are good or pretty bad ones. So like I said, I'm not gonna give too much away. Then you need to watch the movie for yourself. You'll probably be entertained from its pure insanity. I'll give it credit. They do have great actors playing as Santa Claus. And then it just comes insane amount of comedy you'll ever lay your eyes on. It just depends if you like the movie or not, or you just find it too ridiculous for your taste, these buds. But we'll always remember that and Jingle All the Way is slightly alright, I guess. It just depends if you like it or not. So, rather put on an award for it. Slightly alright movie. And that's all I have to say. It's an alright movie. But seriously, look up Doug Walker, aka Nostalgia Critic, about the movie. You'll laugh your bunions off. I mean, your behind off. See you all next time.